Hey, Joey, how are you?
Hey, Christine, it's great to see you again. The band is back.
The band is back. We had to do it a little bit different this year, right? Like we're not in the same place, but we at
Right.
least can like be in our respective offices. Yours looks a little bit cooler than mine. I'm a little jealous, but it's okay. So I know that with Microsoft Ignite this year, we have like something brand new and really exciting, which is featured partners. And I know that you're like the expert about this. So help me out here. What are featured partners?
So, if you have attended one of the in-person events, whether it be Microsoft Ignite in the past or if, maybe even Build, attendees love to go to the expo hall because not only do they get to talk to us as Microsoft experts, but our partners do an amazing job in building on top of our technologies, and customers rely on the work that they do. And our
Yeah.
customers have told us loudly and clearly, and part of the digital experience, they want to have those same conversations with those partners like they would have in an in-person event.
No, totally. I mean, honestly, like it is usually like one of my favorite parts of the show is being able to go to the floor and talk to people and have those conversations and see the stuff that they're doing because it's really, really great. So I'm really excited that we are bringing that to the virtual event. So how are our feature partners going to be integrated into the Ignite experience? Are there sessions? Like what's going on?
So feature partners actually have sessions, and those are located in the community zone and on demand. And these sessions, it's important to note, they are deep technical sessions. It's how-to content that's designed around things like maybe deep dive into the latest cloud technologies, how they're exploring the solutions that we've developed and put out there. How are you migrating legacy workloads? Maybe you've got some new development techniques that you want to share, some cool new ways to manage and migrate infrastructure. These are all things that our partners do on a day-to-day basis. And the fact that they've got this knowledge and expertise, it's super important for us at Microsoft to showcase that to our customers. Our customers have been asking for it.
No, for sure. I mean, this is always one of my favorite parts of going to the shows is that I do love to be able to go to the partner booths and I love to be able to talk to them because I learn so much and I get so much information. So it's really exciting that we're going to have these sessions and this content available on demand so that, no matter what time of day you're doing this, since it's a global event, you can still tune in and get that information. Okay, so I do have a question though, because in addition to
Sure.
getting the technical information and having those great conversations on the show floor, I also love my swag and I love my offers. So what's going on with that? Like, am I going to be able to? Are some attendees going to get offers? Is it only going to be a few? Like, how does that work?
So if you're registered for MyIgnite, which you need to do, you
Do
just
it.
navigate to the featured partner section of the MyIgnite page. You can also do it via the search, right? And there's a wide array of offers and content that's developed for the technical audience, right? It could be help, how-to content, could be videos, customer stories. This is what's really cool. I love hearing customer stories from our partners, technical white papers. And then just for you, Christina, I hear there's even contests, quizzes, and I know you love your swag.
I love my swag. I love my swag. So there's swag. So like, is this like a digital swag? Like, how does this work?
Partners are going to develop the offerings that they have and showcase what they want to bring. So it's going to be cool. Some digital swag. Who knows? Maybe somebody has something they can send your way, Christina. I know you haven't got enough boxes during the pandemic, have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't bought enough things. I don't have enough things like filling up my life. But no, I need swag. Like that's a core conference need. So I'm super excited about that. All right. So Joey, how do I find all this stuff? How do I get access to these sessions, to these offers, the swag?
So Christina, you can always find the Microsoft Ignite feature partners by clicking on the link in the primary My Ignite main navigation. It's right next to the connection zone. And then our featured partner solutions will also come up in context search when you use the search feature. And be sure, also remember their sessions, man. You want to go in and check out these sessions from these partners. They're technical, they're deep dives, they work. It's amazing to see the work that they do with the solutions that we develop.
Super excited. I cannot wait. And I can't wait to see you virtually at Microsoft Ignite.
You too, Christina. Thanks.